The sun shines bright in the old Kentucky home. 'Tis summer, the people are gay. The corn tops ripe and the meadows in the blue, while the birds make music all the day. The young folks roll on the little cabin floor, all merry, all happy and bright. By and by hard times comes a knocking at the door, then my old Kentucky home, good night. Weep no more, my lady, oh weep no more today. We will sing one song for the old Kentucky home, for the old Kentucky home far away. The sun shines bright in the old Kentucky home. 'Tis summer, the people are gay. The corn tops ripe and the meadows in the bloom, while the birds make music all the day. The young folks roll on the little cabin floor, all merry, all happy and bright. By and by hard times comes a knocking at the door, then my old Kentucky home, good night. Weep no more, my lady, oh weep no more today. We will sing one song for the old Kentucky home, for the old Kentucky home far away. Hi, My Old Kentucky Home, a classic Stephen Foster song written in 1853. It is now the state song of Kentucky, and since 1921 it has been sung at every Kentucky Derby. Coming up May 1st, 2010, the 136th run. Once again, everybody will be singing My Old Kentucky Home as the horses are led to the post parade. I've done it in two ways in this video lesson. One is a finger picking version, and the second one is a strumming version. Let me show you how the picking version goes. Take a C chord. I'm playing thumb on the 4th string, then thumb on the 3rd string, then index finger on the 2nd, and middle finger on the 1st. Simply 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd, and 1st. So it sounds. Is what we call an arpeggio. Then we have a C 7th. We have an F chord. We have a D 7th. We have a G 7th. A little later on we have an A 7th. Now, as I've mentioned in other lessons, it's a good idea to practice hands separately. So just take your left hand, deaden the strings, and just do this until your right hand memorizes that arpeggio pattern. Remember, the thumb goes from the 4th string to the 3rd string, so the thumb's got kind of double duty there. 4th string, 3rd string, index fingers on the 2nd, and middle fingers on the 1st. And you have your arpeggio. Now for the strumming pattern, down, down, up. It's kind of like a version of what we call church lick. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Back of the nail going down, flesh of the finger coming up. I've had people ask me about the problem of having their fingernail hooking and catching on the string, and that will happen if your fingernail has a jagged or a sharp edge to it. So you might want to round it off, make sure it's not too long, but mostly that it's evenly rounded with a file or an emery board to get it nice and smooth. Then you'll have that. It'll just glide across the strings, and don't dig into the strings with your finger. Just graze it across the top. Another way of doing this would be like with a felt pick. You can get those little ukulele felt picks or a very thin plastic pick. All right, my old Kentucky home. I'm going to be doing more Stephen Foster tunes coming up, so stay tuned. And also, I will mention again, go over to my Beatles Ukulele Mic channel, subscribe to that, and I've got 3 new Beatles lessons that I just posted this week, and I've got more to come. So check it out, have fun, and happy strumming.